Hey parents, this is Sean Harvey, and today's video is how to build confidence in your child. Okay? Now, as a parent, I know it can seem difficult to know exactly how to build your child's confidence, but with these tips and a little effort and understanding, you can make a big difference in your child's life. Okay? So, I got some tips here that I've written down that I know will help you to improve your child's confidence. Okay? So the first tip is encourage them to take risk and try new things. Okay? So this will help them to develop a growth mindset and help them to overcome their fears. Okay? So for example, your child may be afraid to do public speaking. So you want to encourage them to maybe join a debate club or to give a presentation in class, okay? So, and just explain to them that this challenge is going to help to develop a growth mindset, and through hard work and dedication, they're going to get good at it, okay? And that's the key. And reassure them that it is okay to make mistakes. It's a part of the natural process of learning, okay? It's okay to make mistakes, and because remember, it's a growth mindset, okay? And encourage them to set goals, and then take on increasingly difficult challenges, and be there to support them when they may not reach their goal. But remember, it's all a part of the process. We're gonna make mistakes, okay? This will help them build their confidence and resilience, okay? Now, resilience, no one has ever been successful without resilience, okay? And as they learn that they can handle whatever life throws at them, okay? So these are my notes here that I got here, right? So the second thing is you want to supply positive reinforcement and praise for their efforts, right? And so not just their achievements, okay? So you want to supply positive reinforcement and praise for their efforts, not just their achievements, okay? A lot of parents sometimes make that mistake that they only say that their child is doing good when they do good, okay? Right? And then this will help them to understand that hard work and determination are valued, which is the process is very important. So let's say, for instance, your child wants to learn how to play the piano. Instead of praising them only when they can play the piece correctly, praise them for the effort for practicing every day, right? And so what this would do is it would encourage a child to say, okay, I may not be playing the keyboard properly, right? But I'm working hard at it, and over time, I'm going to get better. And this would increase their confidence, okay? So remember, children often model behaviors and attitudes of those that are around them. So we have to make sure that us as parents, that we have the same mindset. So your encouragement and praise can have a lasting impact on how they approach challenges, right, and obstacles in the future. Okay, so important. Okay, that they're gonna look at challenges not as they're not gonna look at they're gonna look at it as a challenge, not as an obstacle. Okay, so some people see things as obstacles, other people see things as challenges. Okay, so number three, help them build healthy relationships by teaching them communication skills and encouraging them to make friends. Okay, guys? So one way to make your child or help your child to build healthy relationships is to teach them effective communication skills. Okay? This could include things like listening effectively, right? Okay? Like active listening. Like some people, when you're talking to them, their mind is wandering, they're looking all over the place, they're on their phones and so forth, right? And then you want them to know how to express themselves clearly. And this is most important is that and resolving conflict in a positive way. Okay. Now, what our children need to learn is that relationships create conflict. Now, what I mean by that, it means that no one is always going to agree 100% of the time because we're all different. So we have to learn to listen to one another, right? Have active listening, and we learn how to express ourselves clearly, right? And then we can settle our differences, and it's okay to be different, okay? And it's fine without being mad and not speaking to each other no more. Okay. Additionally, you can help your child understand the importance of empathy. Most people don't have this one skill of empathy and kindness. So empathy is like, you don't judge, like the saying is, don't judge a man until you walk in his shoes, meaning that you don't know what his experiences have been in life, right? So once you start to understand another person's experience, you're starting to have empathy and you can understand why they are doing what they're doing. So it's so important. Instead of making them wrong, you now understand why they are behaving the way they're doing. Now you may not agree with what they're doing, but you can understand why they're doing it because of their life experiences. Okay. So by teaching your child these skills and values, you can lay the foundation for strong, healthy relationships that will benefit them throughout their life. Powerful, right? So number 4, the 4th tip, support their interest and passion. Okay? So the 4th, no matter how unconventional they may seem, okay? And I guess we've all been guilty of this, right? This will help them discover their strengths and develop a sense of purpose. Okay? So, let's say your child is fascinated with astronomy, right? Now, you may have never been into astronomy, right? You may have been a sportsman, or you may have been doing some other things, and then your child doesn't do what you do. Your child does something different. And you may be like, well, what are you doing that for, right? It's unconventional to you, okay? So they may spend time reading about stars and galaxies, right? The Star Wars, okay? And instead of discouraging their interest, you can support it by providing the resources and opportunities, right? So they can learn more, right? So for example, you can take them to a planetarium and you can buy them books and educational material. You can buy them equipment that can, this is in the example of astronomy, right? You can encourage them to push their passion with other people, and they can start a science club in school, or they can participate in a science fair. I mean, this is all cool stuff that can really build your child's confidence and self-esteem, right? And so by you supporting your child's interests, you help them to discover their strengths and develop a sense of purpose. Okay? So like, yeah, I like this, this can boost their confidence, right? And self-esteem can also lead to new opportunities, right? And experiences that they may never have discovered otherwise, right? So it's important to remember that every child is unique, okay? And sometimes we try to make our children like us, and they have their own passion and interests, right? By supporting these interests, no matter how unconventional they may seem to us, you can help your child develop a strong sense of identity and purpose, okay? And the last tip is foster a positive self-image by avoiding negative self-talk and encourage them to embrace their unique qualities and abilities. This is really important, okay? So as a parent, it is important to be mindful of the language that we use when we're speaking to our child, right? So we're not talking about profanity per se here, okay? You don't want to be using profanity, right? But what I'm talking about is avoid using negative languages that could be harmful to your child's self-esteem, such as criticism or put-downs, okay? So instead, focus on speaking positively and encourage them to embrace their unique qualities and abilities, okay? Like I know in my jiu-jitsu class, when a child does something or he's afraid, I tell him, come on, top dog, you got this, top dog or superstar. And I have had children in the past say, why do you call me top dog? I said, because you're a top dog. He says, well, I don't think so, right? I said, well, why do you think that? Nobody's ever called me that. So, and I get that, right? So that's the reason why when he comes to class, he got top dog. And now when I tell, when I say top dog in class, everybody's looking. Everybody is looking. Okay, so for example, if your child is struggling with a particular subject in school, you can encourage them to say that you're going to overcome this thing. You just gotta put in the work. You're a superstar, or whatever you use to help build their energy in them. Okay, so parents, by following these tips, you can help your child develop the confidence they need to be successful in life. Okay? Now, if you like the video, leave some comments below, right? Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful videos. Okay? Hope you have fun. Peace out.